Welcome to round 3 of the Cowboy Up Challenge Finals, everyone, right here at the Calgary Stampede, night 10. This is for all the marbles, or cash in a belt buckle, I suppose you could say. This event designed to challenge the horse and rider, showcasing their abilities as a team as they maneuver through these challenges, demonstrating their amazing horsemanship and their incredible speed. But now it is time to officially introduce to you the founder and creator of Extreme Cowboy Racing. He's a member of the Cowboy Hall of Fame and a world champion cowboy himself. Please welcome Craig Cameron.
Thank you, thank you. You know, what an honor and privilege to be here at the Calgary Stampede, and what an event we have. You know, and each and every one of these riders is here only by invitation. That means the best of the best. In this sport that's considered the fastest growing equine sport in the world, you're going to see riders that are considered the very best. They are great horse and rider teams, and as you can see, they're going to be tested in a lot of ways, going for the big check and the Calgary Stampede buckle.
Craig, last night was very technical. The course was very technical. What are we watching for tonight? What do you think some of the hardest maneuvers are going to be?
Well, they're all hard. They're all difficult. It takes a great horse and rider team that has spent hours and days practicing, training, and getting ready to get to this level of horses and horsemanship. So you're going to see a lot of skill out there. And don't forget, every obstacle is judged 0 to 10 points, each obstacle by our judges, and then they're also timed. All that's factored in. They got to be really good. I got a really want to and a willing horse and rider team to take home that buckle.
Now, you talked about it. These are the best of the best, invitation only, because that's all we allow here at the Calgary Stampede. These cowboys and cowgirls, they have won many competitions, but this is the one they covet, isn't it?
Well, this is the biggest one in extreme cowboy racing. A lot of these cowboys and cowgirls, you've seen them traveled a long way to get here, had to bring their horses to do it. And I'll tell you what, they're here to compete, and this is the big day. This is Super Sunday. This is where it all counts. This is all the marbles right here, right now.
Shall we introduce folks to the competitors then? Shall we bring them into the arena?
A lot of world championships with these 10 riders that you're going to see. Our first rider, Annie Chance, right there, many-time champ of the world, and also a Calgary Stampede champion several years ago. What a hand she is. Right here is Sophia Loy, young cowgirl. Oh, yeah. And she has won the event as well. Here comes Hart, many-time champ of the world, out of Kentucky. Our next rider right there, Howe, another Kentucky cowgirl, and our next one from Oklahoma, Cindy Mitchell. All these riders are world champions at different events. That's Tim Yoho out of Kansas. Right there, Melissa Glowinski, who won money last night riding her mule, Jessica Rabbit. There's Christina Hambrook out of Alberta, Canada. And then right there, a cowgirl who's legally blind, Kelsey Yates out of Kentucky. Lastly, Tyler Howe out of Kentucky.
Woo! That is a field of champions right there. Wow. And some Alberta cowboys and cowgirls. We can't wait to cheer them on, the hometown heroes. But boy, these are some great competitors we've got in the lineup tonight, Craig.
Well, it's going to be tough to win this event, and each one of them is capable of doing it. That's what makes it exciting. But this course will test your very soul. I can guarantee you that. There's a lot of highs and lows, and these guys are going to have to keep concentrating and a lot of times refocusing when things go wrong. But it can be done, and somebody's going to leave here a Calgary Stampede champion.
And not just the soul of the riders, the soul of the horse as well. They are a team, and it's all about both of them working together.
Well, we can't do it without the horse, and you're looking at some mighty, I mean mighty, powerful horses that you're seeing right there. These horses are a phenomenon.
All right, friends, we brought our competitors into the ring. Please, if you're able, stand and remove your hats for the Canadian National Anthem featuring Eden Taylor.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in
Beautiful.
Eden Taylor. All right, let's send our competitors out of the ring now, Craig. And you are going to introduce us to the opposition. The two judges who will be tallying the scores for tonight.
Well, you know, you can't have a great event without having great judges. These judges, they have to be knowledgeable. They have to see everything and never miss a thing. So we're going to have the best in the world as our judges. Let's introduce our first judge. Now, this lady, she has judged the national finals of this event. She's judged the world finals. She's judged the Calgary Stampede, considered one of the best judges in the business today from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome, Kim Hazlitt. Thank you, Kim. Oh yeah, there she is over there in the judges box. And our next judge, this guy is the dean of all judges. He is the man of man when it comes to judges. He has really created so much of the rules and rule books that go along with this event. And this man right here is one of the men that is responsible for bringing the Cowboy Up Challenge to Canada. One of the most knowledgeable men when it comes to this sport, probably the most knowledgeable from High River, Alberta, Canada. Make welcome Mr. Pete Fraser.
All right, we've met our competitors, we've met our judges, we're about ready to get going, but I want you to meet some money maybe for you. The competitors are vying for a big purse, your chance to win some dough as well. Get your Remax Stampede Show Band 50/50 tickets. It's the only daily 50/50 draw on Hart, and this is your last call before your sellers and the red aprons are gone for the evening. You can buy your tickets online as well till 11 o'clock tonight. StampedeShowBand5050.com, and QR codes are all over Stampede Park. You want to go home with some money, get in on the 50/50, and maybe take some home in your pocket as well. All right, Craig, are we ready to get going, do you think?
I think we're more than ready to get going.
It's time for some extreme cowboy racing, Craig Cameron.
Well, our first rider, Tyler Howe, all the way from Kentucky. This guy's the intermediate world and reserve champion right there, starting things out. And I guarantee you, look out, guys, this guy's as classy as English royalty. He can get the job done. Check it out now. Talk about control. And I mean, this is control. To lope a horse in that small of a circle is a very, very tough thing to do. Beautiful work, outstanding job. That's something that is not easy, very difficult. I thought he did a great job right there. Now, up and over. If you'll remember, here's where they got to do a spin. Flat and fast is what the judges are looking for. Boy, and I tell you what, he's got it going on right now. Got to go back the other way, showing that control, that willing and want to attitude from horse and rider. All right, he's off and moving. Now you got to remember the course. You got to remember where to go. This is a tough one right here. That narrow bridge is a tight rope walk for sure. Now, he's got to go back, move up laterally, so in total control of these horses. You know, this is a great event. You get to watch horses and horsemanship for about 3 minutes instead of like 3 seconds. This is phenomenal stuff. If you watch these guys, look at the soft touch, look at the loose rein, look at the willing attitude. There he signals his horse right there. Beautiful work right there. I guarantee you, this guy is looking very sharp and putting on a good clinic right now. All right, here comes the double riding. You know, a horse has to be prepared for this or they might buck. So you just look how solid these horses are. Boy, I tell you what, he's got that rider in the rumble seat, picking up a nice lope. He's also changing leads. Guys, what a phenomenon this has got going on. Makes a good wide approach right there. Now he deposits his work and off and on his way. Beautiful. I mean, I'll tell you what, he's gliding in there like a skier on fresh powdered snow. All right, here's the ground tie. After all this activity, they're being asked to turn this horse completely loose. This is a test called a ground tie. It's very difficult. In this very energetic atmosphere. Look at this. Look at this. That horse says, I want to go home. Hey, boy, how about that? He got it done, guys. Beautiful work right there. Try doing that in an atmosphere with this much electricity going on. Beautiful work right there. All right, boy, there he goes over the water. 1, 2, oh yeah, and round the bend he goes. A lot of sharp turns right there. I tell you what, Tyler Howe has got it going on right now. Man, look at this. A lot of tight turns. This is tough stuff right there, guys. You're seeing some phenomenal horsemanship. Tyler Howe putting on a show for you right here, right now. Makes a reverse turn and on his way. Now, this is a moving bridge. It moves. Horse steady as a rock. Beautiful work. Man, how about that? As good work as it can get done right there. Beautiful. All right, here comes the performance work. Big, fast turn with a lot of speed. And I mean, he is looking very, very sharp. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Man, how about that for great work? That has got it going on, guys. Check him out. Now, around the bend he goes. Now, watch this. There's one. Now, look at this steep thing. Wow, comes to a stop. Got to make a wave to the crowd. Oh, I'll tell you what, this guy is rock solid this evening. I mean, rock solid. Check it out. There's a beautiful side pass. All right, he's coming down the home stretch now. Here it comes, and there's your time right there. Wow. I got to say, that was a heck of a darn run right there. Man, Tyler, I tell you what, man, you came to the party tonight. You know, I'm not the judge, but everything I saw there, man, that was smooth as chocolate going on an ice cream sundae right there. I mean, that looked good.
I appreciate it, Craig. That's the toughest course I've ever been on. I haven't been doing this long, but that was really, really tough. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you feel like it was tougher than the one last night?
Night and day, yeah, that was really, really hard.
Really? Well, I tell you what, I thought you were smooth as silk out there. We'll see what the judges have to say. Hey, guys, give him a hand right there. That's a great Kentucky Cowboy. Tyler Howe. Wow, what a run. All right, we're moving to our next rider. All right, here comes Christina Hambrook. This is a Canadian cowgirl. All right, come on, Canada. Boy, you talk about attacking the course. I guarantee you now, look at that tight circle. That's like what we call a canter pirouette. Beautiful. Guys, you're seeing some phenomenal horsemanship here. You're not going to see this anywhere else but here at the Stampede and the Cowboy Up Challenge. Beautiful job, excellent work. You can see why she got an invitation to be at this phenomenal event we call the Calgary Stampede. Look at that spin, guys. Oh, man, you talk about stirring the pot, boys. That girl's got it going on now. Hell, wake up there, guys. We got a Canadian in the house. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go again. You know, there goes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of work, a lot of training on a daily level to get this high up in your horsemanship, to be ready for this tough event. All right, now, after all this work, now she has to tell this horse, just relax. Look at this horse, stepping over. That is cool stuff, guys. You talk about communication with your horse. I guarantee you, Christina, look at this. Look at this. Guys, how about that for control? Phenomenal. The judges had to love that one. I mean, she's gotten everybody's attention. Look at that approach, including the judges. Boy, she is earning each and every point. What a great job. Now, here comes the double rider. Look how relaxed this horse is. Look at that level top line. Boy, light, soft hands by that rider. That is phenomenal. All right, now, she's going to unload it. Right there, beautiful work. That was a good job by the rider and the rumble seat rider. All right, here we go. Now, here comes that very, very tough ground tie in this energized building. Look at this. Look at this. How about that? Oh, yeah. What do you think about that? That was unbelievable. Good Lord, have mercy. Oh, man. I tell you what, I'd hate to be a judge tonight. Here we go. Up and over, round the bend she goes. Tight turns. I guarantee you. Okay, right back the other way. Over the top. Down a little bit now. Remember, every obstacle is judged 0 to 10 points. Can you judge along with our judges? It's not easy to do. Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you what, look at this. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to have to be constantly on the go to win this tough event. Here she comes. Now, here comes the performance turns. Oh, look at that turn now. This is what we call doubling into the fence. It's a performance move with a lot of speed and a lot of control. Look at that horse, straight as an arrow. Nicely done by Christina Hambrook. All right, now, she's starting to kind of come down the home stretch here. Check it out. All right, she's got to remember where to go. Sometimes you can get lost as a pirate's treasure out there. There's a lot going on in a very short time up and over this very tough bridge. Whoa, amazing. All right, down she comes. Look how steep that is. All right, now after that, now a little side pass. This is not easy, guys. Beautiful, outstanding. All right, here she comes. She's headed for home, and time right there. Wow, what a course. That is one tough course. Good Lord, cowgirl. Man, that's what you call being put to the test, isn't it?
Yeah.
How'd you feel? How did your horse feel under you? Did he feel willing and he was good? He looked like you were guiding him, not pulling on him. That was an excellent run.
Thanks, yeah, she was great. I just had to trust her and let her go. And she took care of me.
Well, I tell you what, you look like a champion out there. I think right now you're sitting pretty. Let's see what happens, but congratulations. Great hand right there for that cowgirl from Canada. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Craig, I should let you know as you're bringing in our next rider, this is the first time ever we've had a husband and wife competing in the same event at the Cowboy Up Challenge at the Calgary Stampede.
Well, that is amazing. We just saw Tyler Howe. This is his wife, Hannah Howe, who's a professional horse trainer, and she actually trained Tyler. But they're making a great team, good enough to get invited to the Stampede. Watch out for this girl. She's highly capable of winning the whole thing. All right, oh, a little trouble right there. Here we come around the bend. Remember these tight loping circles, not easy to do. If you have a horse, give it a try and you'll see just how difficult it really is. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Man, those are some very athletic moves by both horse and rider. Look how clean this is. Guys, that's gonna garner her some points right there. Give her a hand, that was phenomenal. Beautiful. Look at that horse, just keeps on going. Man, look like a record on a phonograph. All right, here comes a spin. All right, here she comes around the bend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you what, you got to pay attention to that or you can fall off of that thing. All right, here comes the horse going the other way. Now, you're looking for that spin. You want that horse stepping across with those front feet. All right, off and running. Great job by Hannah Howe. All right. Now, here she comes. Boy, I tell you what, these tests come very quickly for each and every rider. Look at this. Got to remember what to do and where to go. Check it out. And they're trying to catch the judge's eye. They're trying to get every point that they can. Remember, 0 to 10 for each and every obstacle. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that horse just moving on command. She's giving him hand signals, working with her. Oh, yeah. Man, good work right there. Look at her signal that horse over. Man, that is what we call pure communication. How about that, guys? Give her a hand. That was good stuff. All right, here we go. You know, she's a really impressive. Look at that sliding stop. She's an impressive rider that can steal the whole show. So keep an eye on her right there. All right, round the bend she goes right there. Look at the lead change. Watch the sequence of the horse's feet as he changes right there direction. Beautiful. Boy, I could have reached out and touched him right there. Beautiful job right there. All right, now, heading over to this ground tie that, as we know, this can be a very tough obstacle. This has to be trained for. Look at her signaling her horse. She's saying, just stay there, I'm coming right back. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Man, how about that for communicating with the horse? That was really cool. All right, here comes the water. Now, boy, I mean, they just go through that like it wasn't even there. Look at these tight turns. Oh, man, the tests are coming fast. They're coming quick. I mean, she is weathering the storm and doing one heck of a job right there. Look at this cowgirl. I mean, she's rolling now. Oh, yeah. And there's a pattern that they have to go through right here. They can't just go wherever they want. Guys, how about that? That was cool stuff right there. She is really exhibiting a lot of control. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right, here come those performance turns. Oh, yeah. Look at here now. Oh, I think she's looking good, boys. How about that? I mean, she's like just gives a quick wave to the crowd. Man, that is really performance work. Oh, and she got it going on. Oh, yeah. Man, she's got wings on, I guarantee you. All right, here she comes. Look at this tough bridge, and whoa, right there. Putting on the brakes. Oh, how do you like that? That's Hannah Howe. All right, oh, check it out. Lord have mercy. Miss Percy, all right. Man, that's what you call showing off. All right, here comes Hannah Howe. Took the time to do a little something extra. Catch the judge's eyes going for every point here on Super Sunday. Here we come, and time. Wow. Man, oh man. That is just amazing to me. You know, I see a lot of horses in horsemanship, but man, that was just a really nice work. And, you know, you really got a rapport going on with that horse right there.
Thank you. I just love her to death. She gives her all. She is a performer. So no matter what's going on, she's going to give it her all. I screwed it up the last 2 days, so we held it together, and I couldn't be more proud of her. This is our first time here, her first time here, and you got to be perfect, you and your horse, for 13 obstacles. So it's hard against this crew.
You know, it is hard, it's tough, but when I tell you, I think everybody was pulling for you. You know, you said your horse was quite a performer. Well, you are too. Hey, give her a hand, Hannah Howe. All right, we're moving on. We're going to go to Kansas. Oh, the land of Oz. Here we go with Tim Yoho. Watch out for this man. He is one tough cowboy. Right there, Tim Yoho coming in. And I mean taking command of this course right now. Here comes Tim, tight turns, canter pirouette right there with beautiful and perfect control. All right, he shifts it over, gets that native spear right where it needs to be. Again, it's not easy. Some of these riders make it look easy, but it is not. You gotta be feeling of that horse. They don't call it sitting, they call it riding. You gotta have rhythm, you gotta have momentum. You gotta be in sync with this horse, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, mind, body, and spirit. Well, you're seeing it all right here tonight, here at the Calgary Stampede. Guys, check out that turnaround. That's a good one for Tim Yoho. Oh man, those horses, one faulty step and they could come off of there. I guarantee that crowd over there would be scattering like a covey of quail. All right, Tim Yoho off and running and on his way. All right, here we go. Right now, I would say Tim's got a lot of momentum going on this course. Man, I tell you what, some of these obstacles are so tough. They're about as welcome as a root canal procedure, but they just take it on and get it done and make it look so simple. Think of the hours and days and years of practice that it goes in to make a horse like this. Beautiful, look at that horse. Oh yeah, look at him elevate over that jump. I see Tim just talking and communicating very softly with his horse right there. Look at this horse reposition. Tim saying, step right over here, step over here. How about that, guys? How about that for perfect? Beautiful job, Tim Yoho. All right. Oh, got it going on. Now he's off and running. Okay. Okay. Tim Yoho going to work on the turn right there. See, he's got to think. He just realized what he did. He got off course, and guess what? In the rule book, you can't go back once you've done something like that. So he's got to make a decision on what he needs to do. That's his choice, not mine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is the judges saying you got off course. Once you go to that, like a number 11, then you have to go to 12. So he cannot back up to number 5. And that's what the judge, Pete Frazier, is explaining to him. Guys, would you give him a round of applause because he had a heck of a run going. Came all the way from Kansas. And do you remember in the very beginning, I told you, one of the hardest things is remembering the course. All in the heat of battle, you got to remember where the heck to go. And I guarantee you, it's not easy, I can tell you. Man, Tim, that's got to be disappointing. That's a heartbreaker. That'll just tear your soul out right there.
I was so excited to see the doubles. That's the best thing she does, and I guess I was just in a big hurry to get to it.
Well, you know what? This guy's such a great cowboy. He's a winner. He's a champion. He's always humble. And man, what he just said there, yeah. And I know y'all's hearts go out to him because this is such a great event, the best in the world. Thank you, Tim. We love you. We love you. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker. All right, our next rider coming up won money last night, and guess what? She's not riding a horse. She's riding a mule. Are there any mule lovers in the house tonight? You are going to be amazed. She won a check last night. They are a phenomenon. This is Melissa Glowinski right there. And guess what? She's from Busby, Alberta, Canada. All right. This mule's name is Jessica Rabbit. Don't you just love Jessica Rabbit? I love that mule. Boy, look at that. Great work on the pirouette right there. Boy, now, good. And she's up right there. Now, these mules are, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. You talk about attacking the course. That meant she won money last night. Guys, let me hear it for Melissa Glowinski and Jessica Rabbit. Oh, yes, sir. Wow. You know, she and Jessica Rabbit, they just got a great style. They got a great style. And remember, they won money. They caught the judge's eyes last night, and she won a check. So here comes now Jessica Rabbit. This is not easy to do. In the heat of battle, step off these horses in a total change of pace. So again, what a test. Look at that good-looking mule. All right, she's back in the saddle. All right, this is where Tim Yoho made a mistake. All right, look at Jessica Rabbit. Just slide in there like a Batmobile. All right, round the bend they go. Oh, yeah. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. I like it. Man, this is on course to be another great ride for Jessica Rabbit. Off she goes. Back right down and moving on. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Is Jessica Rabbit going to stand for the ground tie? Look at that, guys. Look at that. That mule never moved 1 foot. That was unbelievable. Beautiful. All right, here we come. Right over. Beautiful, nice and straight. Round the bend she goes. I tell you what, looking good. I'll tell you what, oh man, she's flashy as a midnight thunderstorm out there. Got it going on. Man, what a gritty run she's got going on right now. All right. Boy, I tell you, Jessica Rabbit just tearing that up like a barroom brawl right there. All right, up and over. Okay. Coming around the bend now. All right. Now here comes the performance work. Let's see what Jessica Rabbit can do. Oh, coming back to making that 180-degree turn. Keep it going, girl. You got it. One more. All right.
Worse than me.
Having a little trouble right there now. She's got to go all the way to the end. Still got some work to do. Still got some missions to accomplish. All right, here they come. Headed home now. Whoa, easy, and yeah! Woo! Good Lord, that was nice. All right, here comes the side pass. Man, I'll tell you what, getting it going on and looking good all the way through. All right, headed for home, sweet home, and town. Wow. Beautiful. Well, girl, right here. Yeah, I went invisible there for a minute. You know what? I don't know if y'all are like me, but for some reason my heart just goes out to you and that mule each and every time. But boy, you were really attacking that course.
Well, my girl goes best when I ride her forward, so I decided to just go for it today and lay it all on the table, see where the chips fall.
Well, I tell you what, we enjoyed your ride. We enjoyed Jessica Rabbit. Hey, you show us what can be done with a phenomenal mule. They're so smart. Hey, keep up your great work. We hope to see you in the winner's circle. All right, give them a hand.
That we could not do events like this Cowboy Up Challenge without our amazing sponsors. So a big thank you to CN, We Power the Economy. A big thanks to Kubota, built for those who do. To Nutrien, feeding the future. Pivotal Energy, an innovative energy infrastructure and trusted transportation partner. Thanks to Plains, a proud supporter of the Calgary Stampede and our community partners. Thanks to Polaris, farm, trail, work, or play. Polaris has the right off-road vehicle for you. Polaris, think outside. And a big thanks to Wrangler. Wrangler, outfitting champion since 1947. Wrangler, long live Cowboys and long live Cowgirls. All right, Craig, I think we're ready. Let's get going with the next 5 competitors here at the Cowboy Up Challenge.
Well, Craig, I don't know how to tell you this, but you know how you were talking that 10 of the best in the world come here? That's how they get selected. A whole bunch of people want to come. And apparently, we have on the grounds a group that thinks we ignored them. They were not invited in any way, shape, or matter. They're at the gate to tell you that. Now, we can do it the easy way and just deny them, or we can ask your audience if they'll give us 3 minutes of their time. So how many will give us time? Do that in another country. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the miniature horses.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at these mini horses now. So beautiful. Hey. Man, what some cool looking little horses right there. You know what? We just love all these horses. We don't care what size they are. Man, they're just amazing. Look at that little buckskin, that little linebacker. I mean, just going anywhere she asks. Boy, I'll tell you what, that looks like fun to me. Uh-oh. Going up the high road over there. Oh, good Lord of mercy. Man, I'm going to get out the way before I get run down over here. Man, look at these little minis, man. They are so cool. You know, if you watch their eyes and their ears, they're really watching, they're really paying attention. Guys, are you enjoying the minis? That's good stuff right there. We don't want to forget our little partners like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. All right. yeah. I thought Pete was going to get on there for a minute. Guys, give him a round of applause. Thank you.
They are stubborn like my teenagers. A big round of applause for Hannah Logan with Treasure, Noah Locke-Dixon with Ronnie, and Carla O'Brien with Chance, our minis.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low?
Who wants a t-shirt? You want a t-shirt? Do you want a t-shirt?
Wow. Nice shot right there. Well, are you ready to get back to the action? All right, we got a buckle to give away this evening. And our next rider, listen to this. This girl is legally blind. She has a vision about like a little like the size of a dime in front of her. So she really has to trust her horse. This is Kelsey Yates out of Kentucky. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you what, that is smooth as the handle on a gun. Good work right there by Kelsey Yates. Gonna make the change. Now, she's got to get that spear up on top there. Canter pirouette. Look how close she is to the barrel. Look at the soft touch with her hands and with her reins. Guys, look how soft she is. She doesn't even have on a pair of spurs. Beautiful work. Again, legally blind, this young lady right here. Check it out. Doing a good job. Oh, keep it rolling, young lady. Keep it rolling. Man. Oh, yeah. I mean, stirring the pot and off and running. Now, she has to really kind of trust her horse. All right, come around the bend. Right there. Now, this narrow bridge, every rider has made it look simple, and I promise you, that is very, very difficult. All right. On a run now. Here we go. Now, back to the groundwork. Looking good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. You know, these obstacles are tough, guys. I guarantee you some of these obstacles, I guarantee you, will put you to the test, and that's what all these riders are doing. They are on a test. Now, up she goes to the rumble seat. Oh, keep it going, cowgirl. Look how smooth. Makes the lead change by dropping the trot. Coming right back, carrying that rider. Beautiful. Look how smooth she is. Oh, yeah. Little step up, right over the top. She's on her way, guys. Here we go. All right, now, here comes that tough ground tie, which is truly a test. All right, now, stepping down. Everybody say, whoa. 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 Atta girl. All right, she gets the job done. All right, off and running. All right, here we go. Back on course. Here she comes to the water crossing. This is where a lot of horses would balk, but man, no end had any of that. Up and over and around the bend she goes. Oh yeah, she's rolling now. And back over one more time. Those are some tough high jumps. All right, now she's got to remember where to go. Oh, man, that horse headed for the let-out gate right there. Had to make a correction. All right, Kelsey Yates at the helm. All right, you got it going on, girl. Man, those are some tough. Oh, look at that. Boy, that bridge right there, that's about as welcome as a IRS agent on tax day. I mean, that moving bridge is tough. All right, here she goes. Now, here comes the performance work. Yeah, come on. Oh, yeah. Man, I'll tell you what now. One more turn right there. All right, now she's headed on the home stretch. Boy, picking up speed, that's for sure. I mean, she's rolling right there, boy. It looked like a runaway train. Whoa, how about that start? Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, sitting right in the middle, hands up in the box, great side pass all the way around. Look how straight that horse is. All right, here she comes around the bend. She got to shut that clock down and time. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, way to love on that horse. Man, Kelsey Yates. Over here, Kelsey, all right. Well, how'd you feel tonight? Tell you, and you were kind of blistering hot out there.
You know, sometimes you kind of black out when you're out here. You're like on obstacle 7 and you're like, wait a minute, did I do obstacle 6? I don't even know.
You know what?
I had a great time. It's so much fun.
Well, you know what? You did it all in order. You got it all done. And you know what? That's a lot to think about in a short time.
Yes.
You got to put it all together and keep that. You know, it's not just physical, it's mental, and you got to control your emotions as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's very much so a mental game. Physically, your horse has to be in shape. Sure, you got to practice, but you have to have the mental fortitude to be able to remember the course and remember all the signals. And, you know, it's just like, it's a lot to think about. But guys, if you can come out and do this, it is so much fun. I promise you're going to love it.
Hey, well, thank you, Kelsey Yates. You look like a champion. Thank you, girl. All right. Well, we are moving on now in just a little bit. Who do you think's winning so far? We're going to Cindy Mitchell out of Fairfield, Oklahoma, on one of the best horses in the business. This is Smarty Pants Joker. Cindy Mitchell, here we go. Beautiful and really smooth. Man, I tell you what, that's about as quick as you could do it right there. You can, oh man. You know, you want to be close to that barrel, but you don't want to knock it down. Around the bend, she goes the other way. This horse, when I talk about great horses, this horse is amazing. Y'all keep an eye on his horse, watch his ears, watch the straightness, watch the willing and 1-2 attitude. All right, here comes a turnaround. Oh, look at here now, look at here now. That's pretty good work right there, boys. All right, Cindy Mitchell coming around the bend now. Yeah, how about that, guys? I mean, that looked good to me. Man, that was wild as a range hand on Saturday night. All right, here she comes, right down the straightaway. And they better be straight right there. All right. Now, I like the way she's being very, very smooth. All right, and off she goes. Now, this lady you're watching, competing at the highest level in cowboy racing, is 65 years old. That lady, give her a hand, guys. That ought to be an inspiration to each and every one of us. Right there, 65-year-old lady right there, and I mean competing at the highest level. All right, keep it going. She says, I need you to get a little closer. All right. All right, off and running now. Okay, here we go, Cindy Mitchell. Look how smooth old Smarty Pants is. Beautiful. Man, that's cool stuff right there now. I like the smoothness. I keep talking about it, but I always say smooth is fast. And don't forget, they're also timed on everything they're doing. Beautiful. That was an outstanding job right there. Total control. All right, here she comes. I mean, this girl, she is quick, quick, quick. Look at that smarty pants joker. Man, that horse has not moved a foot. That's what you call trust. T-R-U-S-T. That horse really believes in her. They really are tight. Here we go around the bend. Keep it going right there. Cindy Mitchell over there. Look at that horse's ear, straight up. All right, making the turn right there. Quick correction by Cindy Mitchell. Now here comes the big jump one more time. Oh yeah, and I mean they went quick through there. I mean very quick, like a Muhammad Ali jab. They're covering some ground. All right, here we go. That is a tough obstacle there. Tight quarters without knocking anything down. All right, Cindy Mitchell on the move, attacking this course. Oh, keep it going. Beautiful. You got it, you got it. All right. I mean, she's rolling right there. A narrow bridge, big bridge sequence. All right, here comes the performance work. Oh, they're rolling, come on. Well, watch the stop on this horse. Yeah, get it in the ground. Oh, come on, girl. Yeah, dog. That's what you call getting in the dirt. Yeah, man, all right. They're rolling. 65-year-old competitor putting on a show right here, right now. All right, here they come around the bend. I mean, look at this gal ride now. She's coming up and whoa, right there. Oh, yeah! What a great gal. All right, headed for home, a sweet home. All right, here comes a side pass. Look at that, man. You talk about precision work, guys. She's like a surgeon out there. All right, I mean, she's got the operation done. Good work, Cindy Mitchell. And Smarty Pants Joker. Wow, Cindy. Are you out of breath a little bit?
I'm out of breath.
Well, I tell you what, you know, I mean, you're no spring chicken, and I don't think you mind me saying that because I say it with a lot of admiration about what you're doing at this level. I mean, you know, you and that horse, y'all are a team.
Yes, yes, we are. And it's, you know, it takes years to build a bond like that with an animal. And, you know, he's my buddy.
You know what? He is your buddy. You know what? I think you guys are soulmates without a doubt. And you keep up your good work. Hey, I hope we see her in the winner's circle, don't you? All right. Well, here we go again. This competitor is your reigning last year Calgary Stampede champion. Guess what? She's only 19 years old, and she's already got a Stampede buckle. Look out, gals. She's really good. Boy, I mean, she's rolling in here like a newlywed couple headed for the honeymoon suite. I mean, she's coming on. All right, round the bend she goes. Perfect circle. Look at that horse's feet. See how he's kind of just dancing and elevating in the front end? That's beautiful work. All right, 19-year-old competitor. She is the reigning champion. Look how loose her reins are. Look how loose her reins are. Oh, right on the edge right there. I mean, about, got to go the other way. Got to break. Reverse, put it in reverse, go. Boy, and that's even a better turnaround that way. How about a hand? This cow going. This cowgirl you're looking at, guys, is from Leduc, Alberta, Canada. Oh, yeah. All right, here she comes now. Boy, I tell you what, this horse is as honest as a preacher on Sunday. Look how nice she's going right there. Little 19-year-old cowgirl, already gotten so many accolades, so many championships. And again, tell you, I'm envious that she's got that Calgary buckle. Can she do it again this year? How do you think she's doing? I think she's doing great. All right. Here we go. All right, she's off and rolling right now. All right. Man, I tell you what, look at that. You talk about she's as sharp as a mother-in-law's tongue. Man, I tell you what, she's got it going. Guys, she's putting on a show. You better look out, boys. She's liable to take home a second buckle. Look at that tight turn. And that time she just stopped like they're supposed to do. All right, coming around the bend. All right. Man, look at this little gal. How about that ground tie? How about that ground tie? Wow. I mean, this girl rides with the confidence of a gunfighter at a knife fight. Look at this girl rolling on. Beautiful work. Here she comes around the bend. All right. Man, right through the river, up and over the logs, around the bend. Man, look at the control. Look at the controlled forward movement. Man, she's got it going on, boys. You could be looking at a second-time champion right there. Let me hear it. She'll appreciate the applause. We thank you. That really spurs these riders on. Man, look how fast she's chewing up this course. Oh, man, look at that moving bridge. This little gal is putting on a clinic, right? Look at that. She was trotting. Did you see that? Wow. She trotted over that narrow bridge sequence. All right, keep it going now. Oh, yeah. I mean, this girl, look at this. Wow. She is shiny as a 2-carat diamond. Come on, cowgirl, you got it going on now. All right. Okay, here she comes now. Remember, Canada's own. This is Sophia Loy. All right. And, whoa, how about that? Let me hear it. Oh, yes, sir. All right, now, here she comes. Home stretch. Look at her position. See how she's looking the direction she's going? Beautiful. You're always supposed to do that. Here comes the finish, and time for the Canadian. Oh, yeah. Woo. Man, that like wore me out there. That girl was rolling. Gosh, Sophia. Man, I tell you what, I think you had a buckle on your mind tonight. I mean, that was, I'm looking right at her. She's breathing hard. She's got a little sweat going. You know, when they come in here breathing as hard as a horse, you know they've been working. They ain't been sitting, they've been riding. That was a great run. How do you feel about it?
I feel very good about it. She was very good for me tonight, and we were very put together.
You know what? You had a soft touch. You had a loose rein. Looked like you were guiding and not pulling, sitting dead center the whole time. You guys were together.
Yeah, we really were, and it's a great day for it to be on the final round. And yeah, Stampede is just so much fun here.
Man, I tell you what, she went there. I think, you know what? I think she went through there smooth as Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire on the dance course. Have one more round for your Canadian cowgirl, Sophia Loy. Good, Sophia. Well, look out for this next rider. He could win it all, and he's won about everything but the Calgary Stampede. This is a cowboy all the way from Kentucky. His name is Hart, and he's got more buckles than Carter's got pills. All right, look out, boys, because he's on a mission to get a buckle. All right, round the bend he goes. Hustling Lee Hart. And when you watch him ride, you're going to know why they call him Hustling Lee Hart. He really gets after it, really works with his horses. He's an excellent horse trainer. He's been all over the world putting on clinics. This guy is a really top hand. There's the stop. Let's check out the spin. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Keep it going now. That's looking better right there, boys. Oh, man. You know, this guy, he gets things going. He can be as saucy as Cajun gumbo. Man, I'll tell you what, how about that for a quick turnaround? All right, here he comes, Lee Hart. This guy all the way, hauled this horse all the way from Kentucky. Oh, a little trouble in River City on that narrow bridge. I tried to tell y'all that bridge is tough. When you try to go over something narrow, that's a balancing act. All right, again, having a little problem on obstacle number 4. Boy, when you have trouble like this, it can just wrench you right down to your soul. And there we go. Look at him make a nice adjustment. What does a great horseman do? I'll tell you exactly what a great horseman does. He adjusts to fit the horse, the situation, and the circumstance, which changes moment to moment. And that's just what you saw this cowboy do. Great job. Boy, I tell you what, he went by me. And I mean, I could feel the wind go by. He went by like a Category 5 hurricane. Here he comes, Lee Hart on the march and on the move. Look out, boys. Watch this man. See how he sits so centered up on his horse? Just does a great job each and every time. All right, got that gal in the rumble seat. Off she comes, a good pause right there. All right, now, he's got to get forward. He's got to think ahead. He's got to remember what to do. All right, here he comes. Here comes that ground time. This is a tough test. Look at this. See how he just puts his hands on that horse? I loved it. Beautiful. That horse, right there, he got him. He's okay. All right, we'll see what the judges say. Remember, 1 to 10, 0 to 10 on every obstacle. How would you mark that? How would you mark it? You can use half points. All right, here we come, Lee Hart. Oh, yeah. Keep it going. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, a little trouble right there. Keep it going. We got it going. We got it going. All right. This one where they have to kind of go. They start out going inside, then they got to go outside. Man, beautiful. Man, how about that? That was a turn right there. I mean, 180 degrees. Looked like a Batmobile. Oh, yeah, coming around the bend now. Man, look at those. He's good on that narrow bridge. How about that? Yeah. Now we're cooking with grease. Boy, I tell you what, those narrow bridges, they are tough. Here comes Lee. Here comes the performance work. Big turn. Look at that horse getting the ground right there. Look at those loose reins. Look at him looking over his shoulder as he makes those turns. That is an excellent job. Really getting in sync, really getting in balance with this horse. All right, here he comes, Lee Hart. Boom, over the top. Man, I'll tell you what, this guy is sticky in the saddle. All right, there we go. Kentucky Cowboy heading down the home stretch. Look at that side pass starting way out in left field. Beautiful. Boy, they make it look easy, guys. They are amazing. Here he comes. As soon as those front feet hit the ground, and time. Oh, yeah. Woo. You know, every time I commentate for Lee Hart, man, I feel like I need the oxygen bottle when I get done right there. Doggone, that one will put you to the test.
Oh, that one did put us to the test. It seems like Pete just keeps trying to see how far we can push it, and it was good. It was nice.
Well, Pete will push it, I guarantee you. But again, that's what this event's all about, taking horsemanship to the extreme. That's why they call it extreme cowboy racing. But, you know, you've won about every event there is to win when it comes to this event since its inception. You're lacking that Calgary Stampede buckle. So how do you feel about your run tonight?
Oh, I don't think I was clean enough to win it tonight, but that's okay.
Well, all right. You know, there's Lee Hart, honest, humble, but you know what? A true Cowboy's cowboy. Give a hand to the Kentucky Cowboy, Lee Hart. Well, guys, we got one rider left, and let me tell you just a little something before she comes in here. She's won both go-rounds so far this week. She's also a past champion here at the Stampede, many-time champ of the world. We call her Riding Annie Chance because, man, that's what she does. You're in for a treat. If she can put a great run together, she might take home a second Calgary Stampede buckle. This is Riding Annie Chance out of Missouri. Beautiful, look at that. She never broke that cadence. In other words, she stayed in that canter the whole way around. Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you what, this girl can get it done right there. Always smooth as ice on a hot day. Look at that perfection. Look at that work right there. Loose and cool and in control. That's Annie Chance right there. Right now, she's got it going on. Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you what, look at her up there, guys. Oh, come on. You know, that platform can be treacherous as a ticking time bomb, but this girl makes it look so easy. All right, here we go. All right, yeah. Keep it going now. Beautiful. Oh, a little slip right there, a little trouble on that narrow bridge. I told you that was a tough one. Sometimes that one can be just about as much fun as food poisoning from a taco stand on the side of the road. Man, that can get tough right there. All right, here we go, Annie Chance. Look how she stays in one spot, never does turn around, never has to move her feet. She doesn't wear that number 1 on her back for no reason. She's number 1 in the world right now in this event. Here we go, Riding Annie Chance. Now, can she keep it going? Got to have that focus, got to have that concentration, got to have that anticipation. Got it all going all at the same time. Oh, keep it going, cowgirl. Beautiful work. Yeah, I like it. All right. Man, I'll tell you what, this girl, she's as wild as a 10-year-old Mustang, and she is attacking this course. Boy, I tell you what, she is as aggressive as a mountain lion after a newborn foal. Look at this girl. Check it out. Check it out. This horse has not moved an iota. Right there, guys. Bring it on home now. All right. Annie Chance back in the saddle. And I mean just on there like the peel on a banana. All right. Keeping it going. Look at that. Like a rabbit with a canteen. Here we go. Beautiful work. Look at, she's loping. She's not breaking stride. She's changing leads right there. Never broke to a trot. Wow, look at that. Over the top. Now, she slows it down, which shows control, and she does it beautifully. How about that for total control, guys? Annie Chance putting on a clinic for you right here, right now. Man, I'll tell you what, keep it going. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. Man, this girl, I tell you what, she's quick as a gunfighter's hand. Here she comes around here. Watch this horse get in the ground. Watch this horse. Yeah. Keep it going. Oh, she's smooth as velvet on a couch. Keep it going now, Annie Chance. Beautiful work. Oh, you got it going. Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you what, sure enough, the real deal right there. I mean, you talk about confidence coming and going, oozing out of every pore. Here she comes up the top, makes a big stop. Beautiful work, outstanding. All right, Any Chance headed for home, sweet home. Here comes a side pass. Look at that, look at her legs. Look at, they're on the left, they're off on the right. Here she comes, she's gonna shut it down for the day. And time right there for Any Chance. Oh yeah. Wow. Woo-hoo. Man, did y'all enjoy the horsemanship you saw this evening? And you know what? I can tell that you really appreciate great horses and horsemanship, and you've seen a phenomenal show. We don't know who won. Sometimes it can be surprising who gets the points right there because the judges are looking for every little thing. Well, Annie, you've won 2 go-rounds in a row right there, and you came in here just on fire, smoking hot, just attacking this course, but with beautiful control. How'd you feel about your run?
You know, it's so hard when you're a competitor. You feel all the little bobbles. But I got to tell you, I was so dang proud of that horse. And I just feel so blessed to have such a great partner out here.
Well, the horse seeks the level of the rider. And I tell you what, it was a high level this evening. I tell you what, I don't know what the judges are going to say. We don't know who's going to win. But again, I think you have as good a chance as anybody, obviously. Great run, great work, hey, great competition. And I'll tell you what, you're what the Calgary Stampede is all about, the best of the best. All right, keep it going. There's Any Chance, guys.
Wow, Craig. Woo! Who wants a t-shirt? Well done, well done. Wow, what a competition. Like you say, the best of the best, the top cowboy upriders, the top extreme riders, and they are right here at the Calgary Stampede. Did you guys enjoy watching that?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I know they enjoyed it because they were really loud, and makes me think there's a lot of great horse people out there that understand horses and horsemanship, and we appreciate that down here. We don't get to do this without you guys, so thank you so much for being there. All right, here come some of our competitors right there, I think. Guys, give them a round of applause. There's Kelsey Yates right there, Lee Hart. These guys, boy, they laid their soul right on the line tonight. Beautiful work. Smarty Pants Joker, Cindy Mitchell. There we go. Everybody out there. Tim Yoho. Great work, guys. There's Tyler and Hannah Howe. Any Chance. Melissa Glowinski. Hannah Bears. Great work. Great job. You know,
wow.
One thing I love.
Amazing competitors. What a ride. The judges are tallying their scores right now. Again, a big thanks to our judges, Kim Haslett and Pete Fraser. They are the best of the best when it comes to judging as well. Can't wait to see what they come out with.
Well, you know what, that judging deal is a tough job. It's not easy to do. And you know, it's kind of a thankless job, but we really appreciate what they do. You know, one thing fun about this event, you get to watch the horse and riders for several minutes, and you can really learn a lot by watching. I think you guys are aware of what I'm talking about. All right, what do we got here going now?
Craig, we got some awards that we want to present here before we get to the winners of our Cowboy Up Challenge Night 3. We have been giving away the AQHA Award all this week at Stampede. Mary Robinson is here to present to our winner for tonight. This is the fan favorite horse, not the rider, although we like the rider too. This is for the favorite Cowboy Up horse. And a big congratulations to Remy Slidin' Diamond. Remy for short. Sophia Loy is the owner and rider. Come on over, Sophia.
Well deserved, well deserved. Remember that girl, what a show she did. She's only 19 years old. What a phenomenon. Thank you so much. What a wonderful, I love that particular award.
Sophia, don't go anywhere. Stay put. Because Not only did you just win that award, but we also daily give away a Western Hospitality Award. This is chosen by the folks who come to Stampede, and this is an award that represents somebody who's been open and kind to the visitors that come to the park, but also to the competitors, to not just in the Cowboy Up, but all the events, and really is a representative of the Calgary Stampede in the best possible way. And that is you, Sophia Loy from Leduc, Alberta. Congratulations, our Western Hospitality Award winner. Okay, so that's a twofer. That's not bad. Maybe three. We'll see how things go. But how has your Stampede been?
It's really been great. It is such a fun time to be here and meet all new people every year, and it is such a great production. And yeah, I just like to thank Stampede and all the people involved and the whole committee for making all this possible and having Cowboy Up here.
We are glad you're back here with us again. Sophia Loy from Leduc, Alberta. Congratulations. Folks, I want to do a little introduction as well. We've got some royalty in the house helping to make some presentations tonight. A big welcome, if you would, please, for our Indigenous Princess, Pacey Strangling Wolf, and our Stampede Princess, Brianna Correa. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I think we're ready to make the presentations. We have our champion, and we have our runner-up. Craig Cameron, take it away, sir.
Ready? All right. Wow. This is for the reserve Calgary Stampede champion, which is just, it's so tough to, I mean, you got to be tough just to get invited here. But again, coming in second place and getting a check for $5,000 tonight right there. And I think well-deserved and a phenomenal run. Sophia Loy right there. Great job, Cowgirl. Gets a beautiful buckle. You know, Sophia, before you ride out of here, you know what? You're such a pleasure to watch. You're a pleasure to talk to. You're just a great gal. You know, you carry the cowboy spirit with you all the time. I like the way you're soft and quiet with your horses and horsemanship, but aggressive at the same time. What a great run. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, give her a hand right there. Canadian cowgirl. $5,000 to take home. And don't forget, she gets the reserve buckle, and that says Calgary Stampede, and it is beautiful.
Craig, I also want to introduce Cal Malhot, who is with our board of directors here at the Calgary Stampede, also on our presentation committee. So thank you so much, Cal, for being here. Appreciate it.
Okay, are we ready?
Are you ready? Everybody ready?
Well, you know, I got in my hand a check for $10,000, you know, and, you know, it's always amazing when you can make that kind of money riding a horse, but this particular competitor deserves it. The consistency, you know, the attitude and the leadership, got it all. I think there's no surprise tonight. What a phenomenal run. And now two-time Calgary Stampede champion. How about riding Annie Chance coming and get the Calgary Stampede buckle? That's fine right there. You know what? Kind of turn and face that way so they can get, no. Well, great horse and great rider team right there. The cream coming to the top right there. I mean, your consistency is amazing. You do a great job. I kind of call her the cool hand Luke of extreme cowboy racing right there. You know what? You came in here, you know, you were fast, but you were smooth. And I think that's one of your secrets. It's a great recipe. You had to be happy with that run today.
You know, I just have to congratulate all the other competitors, and I have to thank my horse. You know, we came back. I won on this horse as a 4-year-old in 2017, and my goal has been to win another one for him, and it just, I can't even tell you how much it warms my heart that I'm here tonight with all these amazing people, all these amazing spectators. I just have to say thank you.
Well, you know what? We thank you as well, and I do. I'm like Annie. I want to thank all the competitors because they are phenomenal. They do what a lot of us can't do when we compete on a course this tough. So you guys are an inspiration to each and every one of us. What you do out there takes my breath away and warms my heart. I want to thank you, the audience. We don't get to do it without you guys. We love you. We appreciate that you appreciate the horses and horsemanship.